All right, when it comes to shopping, the red, white, and blue might not matter as much as what's in your wallet. New surveys are showing price now beats patriotism at the checkout line. Let's welcome, as we always do every Tuesday, Atlanta-based consumer expert and friend of the show, Morgan Ward, back to the show. Good morning to you, Morgan.
Good morning.
All right, are we seeing a permanent shift here where the price is the only factor?
I don't know if it's a permanent shift, but people are much more likely to be looking for lower price than almost any other attribute. So for instance, people are interested in made in the USA, but that is being trumped by what's cheapest because in uncertain economic times, that's people's priority. So that's the made in the USA is taking a backseat to something like a lower price.
Yeah, so if brand loyalty isn't the thing, you gotta go with the price. So if you see a shirt and it says made in the U.S. and another shirt made somewhere else, but that price tag is lower, that's what we're going for.
Yeah, that's number one thing. And people really draw a lot of inferences about where something is made and how expensive it's going to be. So it doesn't not matter to people, but what matters is how expensive or cheaply they can get products, especially when we're being pressed financially in so many ways.
Okay. All right. We're also seeing a return to do-it-yourself repairs as more folks are fixing their own things. I find this hard to believe with our younger generation, but that's what we're finding, huh?
Yeah, so about a third of the states have right to repair laws, meaning that manufacturers are actually obligated to provide parts and directions for how to repair products. But, a lot of our products have gotten so sophisticated these days that it's hard to repair. You can't pop open your cell phone and fix whatever is going on. So a lot of repair is actually being outsourced. For instance, Best Buy is offering discounts on repair, and even things like Nokia and Apple have do-it-yourself, but the do-it-yourself is basically them walking through how you would do it yourself. So it's not the old way of doing it yourself, but people still are trying to repair products that are broken for financial reasons and also environmental reasons.
Are people drawn to that? If an item is more repairable, are we drawn to that more so than something that's not?
Yeah, so beyond it being convenient, it's actually becoming a product attribute that is listed in some cases. So, having this is repairable is appealing to people because they know that this might have a little more long-lasting lifetime for them.
Okay. All right. Something else you're tracking is that brands are dialing back the hype and leaning more toward familiarity, right? So how do, which is good for me, but how do you think nostalgic ads strike such a chord when we're in these economic times, these tough economic times?
Yeah, I think people are going back to nostalgia in so many ways, not only with, what we're watching on TV, but also all these advertising campaigns are going back to things we saw in the 90s or early 2000s, everything from Gap, bringing in Parker Posey to McDonald's, the Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop Owl is coming back around. Pepsi is using its old branding. Burger King is using its old branding and reintroducing some products from the early 2000s. So across categories, brands are trying to lean back into what worked in the past, and consumers are resonating to that because when you feel like the world is unsafe and unpredictable, oftentimes you want to go back to the past at a time that you felt safe and happy and like the world was actually a predictable place to live.
Yeah, I get it. We got about 25 seconds here. Do you think this is smart branding or just, like you said, people just wanting to be in a happier time?
I think that it's smart branding because people want to be in a happier time. And so I think that we've seen backlash against brands that are trying to update, and that the ones that are really winning right now are the ones that are going back to where we were 10, 15, 20 years ago.
There you go. I say bring it back. Bring it all back. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Morgan. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take care.